Hello there, everyone. Today we're gonna be reviewing the Lego Star Wars Republic Bricks Shadow Z-95 Headhunter, and this retails for like around $250, but I got it from a mystery box. Funnily enough, has 640 pieces. Is designed by Brooksy Mox and can fit one minifigure. Yeah, here's a little overview of it, and let's take a look at it, shall we? So here's the fighter. Here's the left side look. Oh, fix that later. Here's another side. Here. Alright, there we go. Here's the front side nose. Here's the cockpit. Here's the interior of the cockpit. Looks pretty detailed if I say so myself. The only complaint I will have is this, which I will talk about later. Here's the engine T-shape. Quite interesting how they used the 2017 X-Wing / U-Wing and the U-Wing style for that T engine. Here's the back. Here's the back engine. Here's the wing. There's the cannon. Here's the other wing. Here's the other cannon too. And here's the underbelly of the Headhunter. Yeah, I would say it's a pretty cool looking ship, I would say so. Quite interesting how it's based off of the X-Wing. It was the predecessor of the X-Wing. And yeah, let's put a minifigure in it and let's see if it'll fit. We're gonna try 2 different phase clone trooper pilots, so we'll see about that. If they both fit inside of the cockpit well or not. Alright, so we got our phase 2 clone pilot put in the Headhunter. Now, one issue with this certain design of the interior is the look. So see, he's loose. He's not. So if I try to put him in the stud just like this, fit him inside just like that how he's supposed to, it won't close in completely. That's one design issue that they definitely overlooked, is the seating. So for the phase 2 clone pilot, you're definitely gonna have to put him in there loose, just like this. That's the only way to even get him to close the window completely. Is now let me put a phase 1 clone pilot and we'll see how that fits into in there. Alright, so I put the P1 pilot here. How it is, it has the same, almost the same exact issue as the P2 clone pilot. It does not go in fully, you can see, due to the helmet most likely, but I also feel like it's due to placing the one stud behind instead of in the front, rather, because I feel like in the front it would have done better, which I will show you how to fix that soon. But yeah, P1 pilot doesn't fit in whenever you put him on the stud. Whenever you put him more looser without the stud, sorry for the movement, it fits perfectly. But that shouldn't make sense though. It should be able to fit in the seat perfectly. So that's one thing I will try to fix in this video. That's one of my main complaints, of course, with the cockpit, not being able to fit the minifigure well when it should fit the minifigure. But ultimately, this isn't a playset. It is meant to be more of a display piece rather than a playset that a kid could play with. And yeah, and it also has the nose is actually connected by 3 Technic pins. So connect them, they go here. The connection is quite fragile though. Here you can see how easily that broke. The connection is really weak with the nose, so if you are gonna grab this, just make sure to grab it from the body, just like this. Do not grab it by the nose or else this happens. It'll easily fall off. Really fragile, I would say. Obviously, one issue with some of the sets is that the connections are really weak on some parts rather than making them stronger. But I think this is more display pieces than rather than a play set. So alright, now we're gonna see how to fix here's how to fix the seats issue. So you're gonna want to remove this, the whole seat. It's connected by 3 studs, so it'll have a decently strong connection. push it by one stud, so pretty much just like this. Put the seat back. Might not connect to the this part as well, too well, but you'll ultimately be able to put a pilot in there. Let me grab my P2 pilot real quick. And see, bam, P2 pilot fits well. Fits much better than and it actually closes the full window rather than closing it halfway. This is ultimately the only near way to be able to get a minifigure in there. The original design that they had was one stud off. And I feel like this design kind of fits more for a minifigure if you want to put a figure in there. Yeah, let's look at it. Love the engine design, it's pretty cool. Especially how like it's mostly brick built for over here. This is where the Technic parts come in. Especially with this. The engine. Gotta love that they took the inspiration from the 2017 X-Wing or U-Wing. Instead use that piece. Here's the cannon. Really fragile, I would say. You could have done better with the fragility of the wings. It's not too bad. It actually does the job well for Z-95. If you don't know, the Z-95 appeared in the Clone Wars TV show. So that's why like you might not recognize the ship right away, but if you have watched Clone Wars, you should already know the ship by now. It was basically a predecessor to the T-65 X-Wing. It was basically the interceptor of the Clone Army before the V-Wing ever came in. Yeah, what I say is this, is that the fragility of the nose could have definitely used improvements, of course. So I am going to criticize this. That the nose could be easily improved on. Cockpit, love the detail interior, but that seating definitely could use improvement. Overall, doesn't look too bad, I would say. It actually looks pretty good. Here's the underbelly, the landing gear. These two landing gears are connected by this two pieces. This one, unfortunately, is not connected, and that causes for it to easily break loose, which is one issue with this set. I would say you could just put some pieces on the side and you could easily fix that yourself. But there should be a reason to buy more extra pieces in order to replace and fix stuff. And yeah, now let's get into the verdict. Alrighty, so now we're in the verdict stage of the video. So now I'm gonna summarize all the criticisms and everything. So our very first criticism was the seating of the pilot. You can go back, go watch it. The pilot seating was really close to the 1x1 over here, and it made it really hard to fit pilots, at least with the stud in. So what I did is I moved it one stud up, and it fits the pilot a lot more better now. Another issue, fragility of the nose. Really, you can't grab it from there, it falls too easily. Landing gear from the bottom, this part in specific, really easy for it to fall off, and there should be any reason to add an extra piece, to buy extra pieces yourself. The good sides that come to this is the engine design. Obviously, I love that T-shape that they took from the U-Wing design. It ultimately doesn't look too bad. Now, is this worth $225? Not really. No, not exactly. I would say if I were you, when Republic Works has the mystery boxes in stock, if you want a Z-95 that badly, I would say go for it, because ultimately it's going to be much more worth it than buying the official Lego version, because you don't know. The official Lego version is really expensive now. Like, it goes for like $90, and that's just the build itself. That's not even like with Ponquerel or the Clone Pilot. That's, or if you're really lucky, you could find a good deal, but that tests your patience heavily. So if you really want a Headhunter, then I would say maybe get this. I would say just be aware of the design flaws. Get ready to fix some stuff, of course, with the seating. The nose ultimately you can't really do too much to fix it. Yeah, I would give it a set like an 8 out of 10. I would say love it, looks good, but has its fair share of issues with fragility, seating, Do love the engine design. And as this is my first Headhunter, I would say this is good. Is this like $200 good? No. $80, $90 good? I guess maybe. It depends ultimately. Yeah, this is the end of the video. Leave a like, subscribe, leave a comment down below what other sets should I do. I'm actually, after I upload this video in the morning, I'm actually going to do a poll on what other Lego set themes should I do reviews on, so make sure to vote on that too. And yeah, it's been funny moments. I hope you all have a good rest of your day, and peace out, everyone.